In my mom's neighbor's tree, there is a robin's nest. Where is it? Around there, but it won't focus because of the branches in the way. There's a robin's nest there, and sometimes you can see the parents coming in to feed them, and the robins lifting their little heads up and down. Yeah, the branches in the way are interfering with my autofocus, and I don't want to play around with my focus right now, but that is a robin's nest. And her bird baths, there's some birds on the wire. Now they left because I'm disturbing them, but she changed the water in her bird baths, so they're getting a lot of use. And the deck is still the deck, but you can hear all the birds. Oh, there's one robin in the tree there. Probably keeping an eye on me. Oh, that might be one of the fledglings that hopped out and is learning how to fly. Hello, little bird. I'll get a picture of that and send it to Tannis and see if she can identify it, if it's still there when I come back. So there was a plow wind came through, which is really strong wind, and it broke these trees off. So those trees next to the shed had to get cut down and removed. And then this bush decided it was going to live here. And Mom and Tannis ripped out lots of it yesterday, no, the day before. It's a shallow yard, so the topsoil is not very deep. You can see how the roots spread out, you know, pretty far. So I've seen videos on YouTube of forests where they've got a lot of evergreen trees, and when it's really windy, the floor of the forest, the ground, looks like it's breathing. It swells up and down, and that's all the roots just below the surface that are flexing and rising as the trees move back and forth. So I wonder if our yard ever breathed. Now this tree looks like it starts outside of their fence and then goes inside of the fence, and that's interesting. Because most of the trees are inside the fence, but the tree itself is outside the fence. So these bushes have velvety leaves, not serrated, they're not waxy, and these little white and pink flowers on them. Where did that piece of wood come from? So this shed has it's seen better days, paint-wise. It's been there for a long time, 40 years maybe. Now this tree, Tana said she sawed off some of the lower branches. Now it is a lot easier to get around to the back of the shed. Oh, get into the ditch. And also to cut the grass, I'm assuming. But there's not a lot of grass under this tree this year. But Mom's lawn is, well, that's a lot of dandelions, I suppose. And this one too, some branches broke off. They were heavy with snow and they snapped off. So Tannis sawed those off, I suppose she did. And now you can just walk right up to the tree. There's no branches around here. And this is part of my mom's inside-outside thermometer setting. So this is some kind of temperature gauge for outside, and then inside she can read the temperature. A lot of birds in that tree. A lot of dead branches too. So one thing about living in the prairies or living in the countryside at all is you can just hear all the birds all day in the morning and stuff. I don't hear birds that often where I live in Japan. But down by the river, I see a lot. I just don't hear them. But when I'm in Shikinomori Park, which is near Nakayama Station, I hear a lot. This tree, we moved this from beside the trailer and planted it here, and we kind of dug as deep as we could and cut it off, and then we stuck it in the ground as deep as we could and watered it and sprayed it every day, and it got roots, and now it's quite a big healthy tree. My evergreen is still the biggest. I'll go to the front and show from the front how tall they are. There's a bee checking out Mom's flowers. Getting some pollen. So where's your nest, Mr. Bee? Mom said there are some people who might be keeping bees around town, but she wasn't sure who or where. Mom's got her hose out. Yeah, good stuff. Let's go to the front, and then from the front you can see how tall these trees are with the trailer in front of them and the trees behind her. She got her deck flowers. There's a new one up there. I think that's the one that Sean and Paula gave her for her birthday. Today is her birthday. Maybe I'll make a video of those flowers later. Right now it's about almost 3 in the afternoon. So the hottest part of the day is done, and it's not actually that hot, probably mid-20s. And there's a little bit of a breeze. There was more of a breeze yesterday. Yesterday was cooler. Yesterday we went to Regina and dropped my sister off so she could fly back to Calgary. So there you can see my evergreen is huge. That one. But that maple is getting up there. That's really getting tall. And of course we didn't know anything about proper distancing. So when I got that evergreen as a seedling, as a little plantable one in elementary school, I put it way too close to the trailer, and then this maple is too close to the deck and to the trailer too. So Tana said she had to shift some branches because they were rubbing against the trailer, but now I think pretty much all of the branches are above, on that side of the trailer, are above the trailer line, so that's fine. Yeah, that bird is still on its branch. So I'll get some pictures and send them to Tanis and let her tell me what it is. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for looking at my mom's backyard.